Hello, welcome to this Easify video, which today is all about connecting to your Easify Cloud Server free trial. Now, there are two scenarios you may face when connecting to your Easify Cloud Server. The first is that you haven't yet installed the Easify Pro software, and the second scenario is that you have already installed the software, in which case things are a little bit different. But either way, it's dead easy to do, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Now, this video is also going to be useful to you if you already are an Easify Cloud Server subscriber and you're looking to install Easify on a new laptop or a new PC, in which case you can have a look at the video and it will remind you how you go about connecting to your Easify Cloud Server. So, without further ado, let's get on with the first scenario of how to connect to your Easify Cloud Server if you haven't yet installed the Easify Pro software. Okay, so the first scenario is that you don't actually have the Easify software installed yet, so we're going to cover that. I'm also going to assume that you've requested an Easify Cloud Server free trial. If you haven't done that yet, you can do that quite easily. Go to our website, www.easify.co.uk, and then you go to free trial and scroll down to the second option, request Easify Cloud Server 30-day free trial. You can see here's a button that says click here to log in or create a new account. So you need to create an Easify website account before you can request a free trial. That's so that we can set you up with a free 30-day subscription for your user account. So you click the button to either log in or create a new account. And if you haven't created an account on the Easify website yet, just click on the create new account button and enter in your details, first name, surname, email address and password. And once you've done that, you can then log in. So I'm going to go to log in, and I'll log in as my user account. And then once you've got your account set up and you log in, when you go to the free trial page, you scroll down and you'll see that you have a button, click here to request your free trial. So just click that button, notifies us that you'd like a free trial, and we'll get that all set up in the background, and then we'll send you an email. So in your email inbox, you'll have an email which will say your Easify Cloud Server free trial is now live. So what you need to do now is you need to download Easify and install it. So you can either click on the download link here and download Easify, save it to your desktop or your downloads folder, whichever you prefer. Or if you want to, you can download it from the website. You can just go to our website and you can click on downloads, download Easify v4, and you can pop your email address in and request a download link from there. But just as easy to go into the email we sent you and click this link to download it. I will say as well that the email you receive also has all the instructions you need to get set up. So you can either follow the instructions in the email or you can follow along with this video if you find that easier or if you prefer it. Okay, so let's go to our desktop. Here I've got the Easify setup saved, so I'm going to run that. And that'll load up. We'll agree to the user account control and wait for it to do its magic. It's just going to unpack a few files and get started. Okay, welcome to Easify Setup. So we click on Next. We obviously review the license agreement and tick if you agree, and then click Next. Okay, now on this screen, what we want to install is the Easify Pro Client. You don't need Easify Pro and Server because your server is the Easify Cloud Server. So we've done that for you. So choose Easify Pro Client, click Next. On the installation path, I would recommend leaving that as it is. You don't really need to change that. And if you do need to change it, you'll probably know why you want to change it. So just click on Next, and it installs the Easify Pro Client. Click Finished. And then you have a shortcut on your desktop to Easify Pro. Double click that. And you can see it looked for Easify server connections, and it came up and said no servers are found. No Easify servers were found on your local network. Would you like to look for a remote Easify server online? Well, absolutely we would, because we've got a nice shiny Easify Cloud Server waiting for us. So click yes. You then get the remote Easify server discovery window, and in there you pop in your Easify website username and password. So this is the email address you use to set up your Easify account with. So in this case it's fred@easifyelectricals.co.uk. Spell that correctly, it might make things work better. Electricals, and then you put your password in and you click on discover. And what will happen now is that Easify will actually go off and it'll look for any Easify cloud servers that you have access to, and it'll create a connection to them. And here you can say it's asking you to log into Easify. Now, bear in mind, with a cloud server and a subscription, you will always log in. Your username is always your email address. And this is the email address that you use to log into the Easify website. So if you're having problems logging in here, for example, just test the username and password you're using on the Easify website. If you can log into the Easify website, you can log in here as well, or you should be able to at least. So we'll type in our password, and we click OK, and it'll whir away for a few seconds depending on the speed of your internet connection. And you can see we've got some active jobs that have appeared, and if I click on products, you can see we've got a list of products. And more importantly, if you notice down in the bottom left corner, you can see we're on version 4.67, with a version will vary depending on when you download Easify. But the important bit is it says Easify Cloud 3. Now, if you're logged into a cloud server, it'll say Easify Cloud, then a number, depending on which Easify server you're talking to. So in this case, it's Easify Cloud 3. I will say as well, with the Easify Cloud Server trial, it comes pre-populated with some dummy data. So all of the data in here, all the products, is all fictitious and made up. And we've got some dummy customers in here. And we've got some dummy orders and quotes, just to give you a head start so you can see how it works. It saves you having to start from scratch, and you can have a play around in here. You can do whatever you like in here. This is your demo data to play with and do with what you want. So feel free to mess around with that and have a play around. If you decide that you did want to actually just do the 30-day cloud server trial for real and actually use it for your business, let us know. Drop us an email to support@easify.co.uk, and we can arrange to have you set up with a blank, fresh database, and you can start from there. Okay, so that was a scenario where you hadn't yet installed the Easify software. If you had already installed Easify and you wanted to do the 30-day cloud server free trial, then we'll cover that in the next section. In the second scenario, we'll cover the situation where you've already installed the Easify software before you got your Easify Cloud Server free trial. So what we'll do is we'll launch Easify Pro, and instead of logging in, click on Cancel, and we go to Tools and select Easify Connection Manager. And in here, Easify Connection Manager shows you a list of all the Easify servers that your Easify installation knows about. And at the moment, it knows of one local Easify server that we installed already. And we want to add the Easify Cloud Server to this list. So simply click on the Discover button. And it says Choose Discovery Options. Easify will scan your local network for Easify servers. Would you also like Easify to search for remote Easify servers online? So yes, we do. So you click on yes, and you get the remote Easify server discovery window. So in here, you enter your Easify website username, which is your email address. And your password. And when you click Discover, Easify will go off and it'll look online to see if it can find any remote servers. And now you can see we've got two Easify servers in the list. We've got Easify Demo and we've got Easify Electricals Limited. Remember, Easify Electricals was the existing local Easify server we installed, and Easify Demo is our free 30-day Easify Cloud Server trial. Or this could equally be an actual full-blown Easify Cloud Server if you've got an Easify Cloud Server subscription. So if we click OK, and then we go over to the File menu, you'll see that we can connect to either server. So you can say Connect to Server and choose which one you want to connect to. But if you close Easify and you launch it again, what you'll notice now is because there are more than one company you can log into, more than one Easify server you can log into, you get the choice of two companies, and you get the connection picker. And this will pop up every time you launch Easify now, and it'll ask you choose an Easify server to connect to. And you can either choose to connect to Easify Demo 1, which is the cloud demo, or you can connect to the local Easify server. So we'll choose Easify Demo 1, which is the cloud server, and we'll click OK. And then we'll put a password in. Remember that when you log into a cloud server, you always have to use an email address as a username. If you've been logging into a local Easify server, just using a name like Fred or Bill or whatever, when you use an Easify user subscription to log into a cloud server, then always use the email address that's associated with that subscription. We click OK and it'll log us in. And after a moment, we get some active jobs appear. We can click on the products link to view some products. And again, note that in the bottom left, it says Easify Cloud 3. It'll be whatever, if you're logged into an Easify Cloud server, it'll be Easify Cloud N. So Easify Cloud 1, 2, 3, depending on which Easify server you're connected to. Okay, now one other thing I'll show you while we're here is if you go to Tools, Easify Connection Manager, the connections listed here are just that. They're just connections. These aren't actual Easify servers. What you can do is you can delete these. If you say delete the first one and say yes, and delete the second one and click yes to that, you haven't actually deleted any Easify servers. All you've done is deleted the connection information off your machine, in which case you can click on Discover again, and you can say yes to find remote servers if you have one. Enter your email address and password. Click on Discover, and it pulls the connections back in. So if you ever have trouble with the connection, you can always do that. You can always just delete the connections, rediscover them, and go from there. Okay, so we've covered both the possible scenarios of connecting to your Easify Cloud Server 30-day free trial. If you have any questions about your free trial, don't hesitate to email us, support@easify.co.uk, and we'll do our best to help you out. In the meantime, I hope you found this video useful, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching.